My name is Bob Minetti. I live in South Natick, Massachusetts. I'm 78 years old, and I'm a 9-year stage 3 pancreatic cancer survivor. I had discomfort that was in my stomach, then it would move to my back. So I went to my primary care doc. The diagnosis was a pancreatic cyst. I was told to stay off aspirin, which they thought might be causing it. But I had a cousin who died of pancreatic cancer at age 53, and I had an aunt that died of pancreatic cancer. I had this gut level feeling. So I asked my primary care doctor if there were any tests to rule out pancreatic cancer. And she said, "Oh, Bob, I don't think you have pancreatic cancer." And I said, "Well, humor me." And sure enough, my suspicions were confirmed. But I was stunned, even though I thought that's what it might be. And I was very lucky because I was directing the fundraising activities for the Mass General Cancer Center. And I jokingly say to the head of oncology that I liked you guys so much I decided to become a patient to see if you were as good as I've been telling everybody you are. My oncologist, the chief of oncology, was named Dr. David Ryan. He said, "Well, technically I guess you're stage 3. He said, "But I prefer to look at it as buckets. One bucket is treatable and curable. Another bucket is treatable but not curable. And the third bucket is we're going to make you comfortable." He said, "Luckily, I think you're in the first bucket." And the fact that he put it that way, both Wendy and I went home feeling like, okay, we can fight this, we can handle it. Well, I was on a clinical trial for the chemo. There was a thinking that a common blood pressure medication, losartan, had the ability of softening up the crust that surrounds a tumor, making the tumor more susceptible to the chemotherapy. And while subsequent clinical trials didn't necessarily prove that, I certainly felt, and the doctors working with me certainly felt, that it had a great effect. And then I was able to have proton beam radiation and then right into the Whipple. I heard horror stories about the Whipple, but other than the fact that I had no appetite for about 2 months, which quite frankly didn't hurt, I tolerated that well too. And I don't think I've ever gotten back to where I was. Your body has to get comfortable with a new normal. But considering what my body went through with the chemo, the radiation, and the surgery, I really do think that I had a fairly easy time of it. I had confidence in the people that I was being treated by. All the way along, they were expressing satisfaction with progress I was making. Whether or not all that was true, they certainly made me believe that it was, and had a very supportive family. So I don't think I was ever really terribly worried. If I could give any advice, it would be listen to your body, can detect it early, and you only do that if you're listening to your body. And go to a medical center where pancreatic cancer is treated routinely. My surgeon probably does 4 or 5 Whipples a week. Contrast that with a surgeon somewhere who may do 1 or 2 Whipples a year. Well, I like my doctor in Torrington. No. Get yourself to Boston or someplace like that. It's so important. I'm absolutely convinced that your chances improve dramatically when you're working with people who see this on a routine basis. I hope that by participating in a video like this just helps people see that it's not a death sentence. And even in the 9 years since my diagnosis, there have been so many new treatments and the more targeted therapies, and that if you're in a place where the treatment offered is state-of-the-art, then your chances are really good. I'm definitely a glasses half full person, and that positivity carried me through a lot. I'm really, really happy for the time I've had for these 9 years, but I moved beyond the cancer. I don't worry about it. I don't have scans anymore. Life was able to go on. I've been very lucky in that regard. And if I can help people feel better about their chances and more optimistic, that's why I'm doing this.